What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Ideal Tone, and I'm here to make it known what's popping. All right. So, just to let you all know, we are back, and I do mean back with another episode of Binge or Cringe. All right. Today's, the first episode was a little something easy just to get it started. I mean, don't get me wrong, we definitely went in depth, especially with the type of guests that I usually probably going to have with this show, especially moving forward. Big anime buffs and people like I really can banter and debate with. It makes it a lot of fun, and I really enjoy it. So, yeah, today is going to be a little more in depth about what we're going to be talking about. But before I get into that whole topic, first let me introduce my guests. First, we have the legendary Risky Summer.
Hello.
All right, all right. Next, we have the infamous Cobalt Zero.
What's up?
And last but definitely not least, we have the Worm God, Latex Worm.
What that butt do?
and this is another episode of Binge or Cringe. So, before we get into the whole debate, let's talk about what we're going to be discussing today. Today, as you can see by the background, we're going Toonami, not just any Toonami. We mean Golden Age Toonami. When Golden Age Toonami, when anime was really hitting, and like it was epic. So we're just going to start there. So, where we at, boys?
All right, well, I'm going to put this out there. We covered Dragon Ball Z. So, like, up to 2000, we're pretty solid.
Right.
Now, but moving into 2001, that's when you started to get the beginnings of Toonami with different series,
Right.
Let's see. There was a lot of Dragon Ball Z in 2001. I take that back. We're going to have to extend that a year.
Well, yeah, I think Dragon Ball Z extended to what? Almost 2003? Possibly? I'm not
Well,
sure.
I mean, oh yeah, it went on for a while. But I mean, like, in the middle of 2001, you got like Outlaw Star was one of the first ones to really show up. That one was pretty great. Inuyasha came in there.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if Inuyasha came in right then, but it was. I mean, the beginnings were great.
Right.
Beginnings were absolutely awesome. Gundam Wing, which started an entire generation on Gundam, which had been popular in the area for so long.
True. Definitely. So, alright, but for this, alright, before we definitely get off topic, because we have been known to do that a lot.
I mean, I was already starting to.
Yeah. So, for today, we're going to be going, like I said, Golden Age Toonami, which is also in a mixture or on the cusp with Adult Swim, because they were kind of in tandem, like one after the other, especially on Saturday nights. But like I said, for the most part, strictly Golden Age Toonami, and we're going to be going over the top 5 binge-worthy between the 4 of us, okay? And then, like I said, this is strictly our opinion, and these are just shows like if you think that you love anime and you haven't seen like anime in its golden age or anime when it was starting and coming over to America and everything, like for the most part, like seriously, Toonami was a pioneer in his own right when it came to anime. So especially bringing it over to America. So we're going to go over that. We each have our own 5 in our own top 5, and then we're going to combine and say which ones are the top 5 out of the 4 of us and which ones are not. And that doesn't mean they're necessarily cringe, but at the same time, we'll also be discussing ones that are cringe as we talk about the ones that are binge-worthy. So, we'll start off with, you know what? We'll start off with the old head. Go ahead, Cobalt. You started us off.
No, don't let me start off because I'm gonna have to pick mine based on everyone else's because my list is
Oh.
like.
Are we picking on based on year or what?
Well, based off what you already had.
More on the ones that really hit you.
Yeah.
The ones that really
Mhm.
impacted you.
That's what I went on.
All
I
right.
didn't go on year.
All right, then let's start. Well, since it's your first time, Latex, let's start with you.
All right. My number 1 pick. If you haven't seen it, you gotta watch Fully Cooley.
I knew
Short
he
and
was gonna
sweet,
pick that.
but it is hands down, in my opinion, the best anime out there. Like I don't know, it's just stuck with me ever since I first watched it.
Okay, like explain. Like
Um, without spoiling too much, I don't know. It had a lot of innuendo type stuff, and it
Okay.
hindered towards adult type audience, and I was really into that type of stuff
okay.
whenever I was
I
younger.
gotta agree with him. It's one of the top 10 animes of all time.
It definitely
Absolutely.
is. It definitely is.
I mean, you have a comedic factor to it that I feel really started with Fully Cooley, and sort of like created an opening for series that had that comedic factor to it.
Right.
But it
And
wasn't
at
like
the same time,
regular
it told a
comedy
great
in it.
story.
It was, I
It
don't
was
know.
it was comedy
It
that
was its own.
yeah, it was comedy that like okay, it was one of them things of like if you're not used to that type of comedy, I'm sorry, not comedy. Comedy, it flew over your head. But if you knew or you started
Oh
like
yes, definitely.
if you got into that type of comedy or you were old enough to realize, oh, that's not what they mean when they say that. you was like, oh, it clicked. But now, like most of us are
also-
adults, I think it'll just click with a larger audience.
Yeah. It also had fantastic character development, like interpersonal development, not like where they learned a new skill, but where they found out more about themselves.
That's
you
true.
know? And I
And it's
loved that
crazy
about
how
that
they
series.
did it in such a short series. What? It was 6 episodes, I think.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
I'm
super
pretty
short.
sure
I
it
think
was
like 4 to
6 or 8 episodes.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know why I remember it being like 10, but it may have been. Yeah, it was shorter than that, wasn't it? Wow.
It was short, and for them to, I don't know, just kind of jam pack everything that you would want and need in an anime all in a short series like that. Takes good
it was
writing.
6 episodes.
Oh wow. All right then.
I do have to say I haven't seen the newer versions though. I don't know if the
All right, so that's
like
so
fully
so is that
progressive and stuff are good.
so
That's
latex.
your number one.
Is that your number one?
That is my number one.
All
hands
right.
down.
All right. So all right, let's move over to Risky. Risky, what's your? You don't have to give us your number one. You can give us anything off your list and save your number one for last. We just need to know what number it is.
All right. So one of my favorites probably had to be Zoids. Like that
Zoids.
That one stuck with me ever since I was a child watching that dude. Yeah, like I built all the figures. I was so.
I respect that.
So
Like,
good.
I
how
respect that.
everything
Zoids was.
man.
I definitely respect that. Zoids was good, especially like the different animals that they could tame from the Zoids and everything. Like, wasn't one of them Liger or something like that? Liger was dope.
Yeah, dude, Liger Zero, dude, and then there was Shield Liger and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I watched that one. I didn't get into that one. That was one that I just kind of glossed over. But I mean, at the time there was a lot of great anime on. I couldn't watch it all.
Well, Cobalt, that was also for a younger audience as well.
True.
Yeah. But yeah,
Like
Zoids
I'm sure
was-
you weren't watching Transformers at that time or Voltron at that time, you know.
Nope. But I watched the original Voltron and the original Transformers on TV. They
Yeah.
aired
Okay.
in the 80s because I'm old.
But yeah, Zoids. Zoids is definitely up there on my list.
What-
Definitely top 5.
Okay, top 5.
Solid pick.
What number would you place that as?
I'd put that at about a 2 or a 3. Definitely not number 1, but
Okay.
2 or 3.
All right. For me, I guess I'll go next. This is definitely the bottom of my top 5, but it is one of my favorites. Cyborg 009.
I can't say I've ever seen that.
Really? Oh wow.
Going
Yeah,
Cyborg 009?
Yep.
yeah Cyborg 009.
Old school remake. Too.
But that
That's
is
a great
Yeah.
choice.
that's interesting.
Yeah,
But
like-
what's it about?
All right, Cyborg 009 was basically about these they were all teenagers or teenagers, some of them adults, some of them younger. There was even a baby, but they were all genetically re-engineered cyborgs with different powers. Each of them had their own different special abilities, and they range from number 1 all the way to 9. And even throughout the course of the storyline, there were other cyborgs that were created based off of them. who from Splinter Cell groups who was doing more research. So like the storyline was really good in my personal opinion. Like once you had the original 009 and they escaped with one of the doctors who didn't want to see them as test subjects or lab rats anymore. Um, he escaped with them. They all escaped and they started going around the world trying to find a place for themselves to live and saving others and everything like that. Like it's the main story surrounded around. If I'm correct me if I'm wrong, Kobo. 009 himself. He was the last. He was the last one created at that lab.
The new one focused on him.
Yes,
but
yeah.
the original was actually a 1968 series that was super popular among kids, and that was the whole team together, And when they later on when they remade it and put it up there,
yeah,
they put a little bit more focus on him, but they told a lot more about the story itself.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a large difference of storytelling between the anime that you saw and then the 1968 one made for kids. Obviously.
Yeah. Well, then if I'm going, well, then yeah, definitely. I know I definitely didn't see the original. So that's why I'm going off the reboot, which like the reboot. One of my favorite arcs, if not, and I'm not giving you spoilers, but definitely watch this arc. Was the I'm sorry, the android gods. When they fought the android gods, the Greek gods or whatever, I don't know. I remember if they were Greek gods or Greek gods.
The Greek pantheon of gods and stuff.
That and they were androids too. That was dope. Like, that is something that's worth watching. But yeah, that's
shout out to the movie too.
Yeah, that's number 5 for me. It's number 5.
All right. Since we're focused on Toonami, I'm gonna have to go. Cowboy Bebop.
Nice, definitely.
That's one that I've watched bits and pieces of, but I haven't sat down and watched the entire series, start to finish.
And the thing is about
I'd say I've watched at least a third of it though.
Okay, yeah, because
but it felt like I didn't have to start from anywhere. Just like you could pick up and go with it.
Yes and no, because like the thing with Cowboy Bebop is like its arcs or like its storyline they go together, but at the same time like you can basically pick it up from one arc or one storyline to the, and then like even in the middle.
Yeah.
So yeah, because like each storyline has something to do with something else.
Serialized anime.
Yeah.
I love the series. It was the style that truly made me pick it because otherwise I would have picked Full Metal Alchemist because that's like one of my favorite animes all the time. But I saw it way before Toonami, the original actually, because Brotherhood didn't come out for me until way later on. It had been one of my favorite animes even before,
Okay.
And the reason I picked Cowboy Bebop is not just it's not just that it was one of my favorite, but it's that it became so popular. I'm like, it brought so many people to anime, and it the way it told its stories, it's as you said, you could pick up anywhere and enjoy it. And each character had a fleshed out story that you gotta enjoy bits and pieces of different parts of their lives, and then towards the end, you started getting closing out arcs that showed character development. It really had it all as a good anime,
Yeah. So
so Full Metal, you have to split it in half in order to count it as a full because with Full Metal Alchemist, the studio caught up to the manga at episode 26 or something and started to just create their own story beyond that. They told a good story, but later on they came back and they made Brotherhood, which actually told the story from 26 to the actual end.
Yeah, that's true.
And that stayed true to the manga. So.
All right. Well, then, based off that, Kobo, what number is that for you?
Cowboy Bebop?
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm gonna give that a number 2.
Okay, number two. All right.
My number 1 would definitely be something else.
All right, back to you, Latex.
This is gonna be off my list, but this was one of the ones that I finished all the way through, and it was disappointing to me.
But it's in your list?
In the end.
Oh, I know which one it is. Go ahead and say it.
So, so it's a cringe for you. All right.
I don't know. It's like a love-hate thing with this one.
So it's a Benji cringe.
Like I said, I finished it, but I did not like how it ended.
I know which one it is though, just based off the way you're talking about it. Go ahead.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
I knew
I
it.
knew he was gonna say
I
that.
knew it. I knew it.
Yep. All right.
All right. So
Give us your take.
Yeah, give us your take. You said it's binge, but then it ended on a sour note, which kind of made it a little bit cringy for you. Why? What was the sour note?
Okay, without getting into too much detail,
Yeah.
it was a super lazy and dumb way to end the series whenever you had such a dramatic and amazing build-up.
That's true.
It was like they didn't know how to end it, so they just chose some, lack of a better word, bullshit way to end it.
Okay. Okay.
You know, I want you to see the original just to see what you would think of the end of that one.
Yeah.
And how they played it out that one. Because now that you've seen the how it was supposed to go, you could see how they did it and give a pretty different view of it. Because a lot of people saw the first one and then Brotherhood.
Ugh. I hate that they wrote that in. It's just so dumb.
All right then. I understand. I understand. I may not 100% agree, but I do understand.
He's not. You know what? You got to understand. A lot of people agreed with him. I mean,
Yeah.
half the reason why they brought back the movie and that they did that movie, I feel like, was because a lot of fans were unhappy with how they closed out the story.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, okay. To say this, all right. It builds up to the most climactic point, the most intense battle that's supposed to take place, and it doesn't.
I don't know what to
Like,
say.
come
to
on.
that.
Come on. All right.
No, I understand where you're coming from because without going into too much detail, you see it builds up to these intense battles. And like the biggest one happens. And at the end of it, you're waiting for you still feel like you're waiting for the ball to drop and
All right. Well, Dinky, you. So
I think that cut a lot of people out.
what number would that be for you?
I would have to say 5.
And Risky, you've been quiet. Let's go back to you.
Sorry, I like. I don't know. I didn't mind Brotherhood. The ending was eh. I liked it. Okay, but either way.
That's why it's still in my top 5 because it was
Yeah.
good enough for me to finish the series. But come on, man, it's like dangling a fucking lollipop in front of you and then taking it away before you get to taste it.
It's like that commercial.
Without accounting to the end, what would you give it if the end was just what you expected? Up to that point, how did you feel about the anime before you had seen like the very end?
Oh, it was phenomenal. Like that's why I stuck with it. But like I said,
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the effect of a
you-
bad ending.
yeah, if you write a bad ending into an amazing series, it ruins it.
Sour the whole thing. Yep.
All right then. All right, let's move on. Risky, your next one.
Yes. All right. So this one would probably gonna fall in number 2. It's definitely a close number 1 for me though. Is Mobile Suit G Gundam.
Ah,
What a great choice.
that's a very good choice.
Oh, dude.
Well,
You
yeah,
got me
such
into
a-
one.
Wait, I just want to say shout out to Risky for all the robotics. Like he's coming with all the robotic ones. Like
Dude,
shout
I
out to
love
Risky.
Spikes, dude. I'm all about the pointy look.
Oh
what,
man.
what made you pick Mobile rather than say Wing? Because
Yeah.
Wing's super popular.
Well, I mean, I liked Wing, but I caught like the end of Wing because I had other stuff I was watching. So I watched a whole lot of G Gundam, like from start to end, like shining finger to burning finger. Like I was about it, man.
What
I
was
just
the
loved it.
difference? Was that the one that had different uh actual Zoids or no? Because I
No,
remember
that
wasn't
was
there one
it was
spin-off that had
Gundam.
different
Like
Zoids?
the no, this one was straight up Gundam. Like this is the one where they had a big old like every
Oh,
country
Gundam,
had
my
a
bad. Yeah,
fight.
you said
Yeah,
Gundam.
it's fine. It's a every country had a Gundam fighter for their country and everything, and all of them came together in one massive tournament and fought each other. And then like of course the the big evil organization does bad stuff,
As per usual.
But it's yeah, it's just a lot of emotions, and I don't know. I got very into it as a child, and it definitely stuck with me till now. Like I even build Gundams now because of that game, that show.
Okay, so
They
that's
did have some of the coolest looking mechs.
it. Did it definitely
You gotta
did.
give them that.
And they was all doing some otherworldly martial arts type BS, like on some real talk.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute, how?
Gundam,
I'm like, wait, I'll be like, wait a minute, you're sitting in a chair in this giant robot, making it move. How are you making it move like a human like that? What are you doing?
That's what I liked about it. It wasn't like they were controlling it with like levers and stuff.
They were controlling it with their
Gundam,
butt
dude.
cheeks.
Like they
were
were
controlling it with their
whole
butt
body.
cheeks.
Like,
Shut up,
It was all
Latex.
like
Shut up.
suit, man. Like it was good.
All right, yeah.
They were the Gundam.
You know what? I respect you for your choice. I respect you wholeheartedly. All right. I guess it's my turn, right?
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right. This one, I don't know how many of you have seen that, but this one really holds a place for me. And it like the battles were epic for this, and I loved it. Dash Bell.
Oh, dude,
That's
absolutely.
really?
That's
Zatch
that's
Bell
one.
was pretty dang good.
That's one that I remember watching, but it was so long ago that I can't remember the actual storyline for it or anything. But whenever I look at the characters and everything, I can remember them.
Like
I
Zatch
just
Bell,
can't
like
place
and
what
then
actually happened. in
Zatch
that
Bell was
series.
so good, and then Zatch, like, all right, Zatch, his
That was
whole
where they had like the little pet type things, right?
no, they were like little human doll things. I don't know, from another world, and they had
Or
to
like
have a
dolls.
yeah, they
Were
had
dolls. They were dolls.
yeah, but they were living or something like that, and they had to have a human.
Yeah.
They had to
But
have
I'm pretty sure they were dolls.
yeah, you're right, and they had to have a human partner who was able to read their book so they could cast their spells. It was like a team. It was so epic, and the battles, like, you would never
And they even
expect
made a
these
game
battles.
off that.
Yeah, and you would never expect these battles to be so heavy. Like, they were so crazy. Like, especially like when Zatch and his partner, I forgot his partner's name. They went and actually trained, and Zatch became stronger to the point like he would point his fingers in a certain direction when he said the spell, and Zatch knew to aim there and blah blah. It was like wonder, and the dude was and Zatch's partner was an actual genius. Like he was a legit genius. He was brilliant. So like, and they worked together, and don't get me wrong. It was like it had its gag, goofy moments or whatever, like most anime does. But like, the battles more than made up for that. Especially when they got serious and were trying to take down their enemies as they become, because the goal was for them to become king of their world or whatever. So it was just dope. Especially like Zatch's and a lot of the characters, they like not the humans really, but like they're the humans too, but like the dolls, their character developments were so heavy. It was such a good show.
See, I always assumed people that really like Zatch Bell really love Chucky the doll too, because like I have a love hate for Zatch Bell because I love Zatch Bell, like the fighting. Because you're right, dude, the fights are freaking intense for like what's happening. It's freaking intense,
Right?
But dolls, dude, dolls are scary.
No, I will. Here's the thing: dolls are scary, which is why I don't bang with Chucky. I don't care what anybody says to me. Call me a punk. I don't give a. I will. First of all, I don't understand. I'm not getting off topic. I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna get off topic. But because I was about to rant. I was about to really go in.
Get to his deep dark fears.
We almost just lost tone right now.
But What was I about to say?
You mentioned Chucky.
But yeah, but like
he
it's
started
anime,
peeing his
so
pants.
I never made the connection really. So it didn't really phase me like that. Plus the battles were so intense. It literally brushed over me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought it was alright.
Ah, you would be that one.
I'm sorry.
I'm surprised you watched that one.
Who, me?
Well,
No,
no,
Cobalt.
me.
Oh.
It's not really the type of ones. I watched it because it was.
But as
it
time
was
wise,
in the times.
I wouldn't have thought you would watch it.
Well, at the time that was airing, you had a lot of good series on, but I had a day off where it kind of was there, and so I'd watch it in the background of doing stuff. But it was really kiddly for me.
It tells
Like-
you what type of person Cobalt is. I had a day, so I just binge watched this whole anime.
I didn't binge watch it. No, because I was watching it while it was airing, so it was like.
Oh, okay.
That day of the week I was off work, and so I would throw it on while doing whatever I was doing on the computer, you know?
Right.
So.
All right then. Well, that's for me. That would be number. That would be number 4. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Number 4, huh?
Yeah.
He's like down there on the list.
No, he's not that. It was good.
It's
But-
because Tone can't decide between 1, 2, and 3 spots right now. They're probably flipping places every few minutes.
Oh no! I already know who number 3 is. Number 3 is. And it's gonna throw you guys. I don't know if anybody like number 3.
Well, let's get started on the others.
Well, it's your turn.
Yes, you got the floor, Cobalt.
I have the floor?
Yeah.
Me?
Yes.
Or it, dude.
Alright. Well, okay. I'm gonna go early on because I don't know why I love this anime so much, but it was one of the first. It was one that came out early 2000s. It was called S. Cryad.
Yes.
Now you guys might not have seen it.
Yeah,
but
I don't know that
was
one.
Awesome. Really, it's just the standard hero epic, you know.
Mhm.
Nothing super special about it except for the design style that they had in it was awesome. It just looked cool.
Okay.
And the main character had like this claw thing on his arm that was super badass. And I just got into it, you know?
Okay.
And that would actually be my number 3.
You're number 3. Okay. Now, if that's number
Yep.
3 for you out of your top 5, I might have to give that a watch.
It's a guilty pleasure, though.
Guilty pleasure?
You might not like it.
Okay. I still will give it a glance over though.
Well, it's definitely worth it, though. Like, it was one of those hidden gems. I saw on the list of animes from that era, and I was like, man, no one ever watched that one, but it was a fun anime to watch.
Okay.
So that's my hidden gem. That's
All
why
right.
it sits at number 3.
All right, and that's your number 3. Okay. So we all did a second round. Time for the next round. Let's try to keep this going a little quicker. Maybe. I know we probably
what
won't.
we'll do is, this set we'll do our 3. We'll
Yeah.
do 3 of them.
All right.
Pick 3. Go through your 3.
Latex.
All right. Number 4 for me would have to be One Piece.
Okay. That's That's exactly. Now here's the thing. I thought about putting that in my 5, but then I was like, someone else is gonna pick that. I want to be different. Then I was like, there were so many, I couldn't choose at first, but definitely One Piece. Yes. Which is still
Mainly
ongoing, by the way.
It's such a long series, and even the filler was entertaining in some way. And like, the fillers would like flip-flop to the audience it was focused towards, but I was there for the action, but I still sat there through the non-action fillers.
Right.
That was one I let drop off. That was definitely one I let drop off.
Dude, after you get past the time skip, like it's good all the way through, bro. After the time skip, they're just bad MFers, dude. Like it's crazy.
They're OP, like literally.
Give
after
us
the
two
concert.
more, Dink.
All right, my third one. I don't know if you guys would classify it as an anime or not, but Samurai Jack.
Okay, see, now we're getting back into that subject.
I have to count it.
Yeah. Now we're getting back into that debate because I have to. Samurai Jack is anime worthy. It really is.
Well, I mean,
Okay,
if
and
we're
this-
going by the definition, that's what it is, an anime. It's an animated film, you know? So boom. Legit.
Samurai Jack is definitely anime, like American based, but it's
See,
anime
I'm that
worthy.
weirdo that feels like I honestly associated Samurai Jack with Cartoon Network more than I did Toonami.
And I respect that. But it's
I
definitely
can see
like,
that. I agree.
yeah, it's definitely anime worthy. And then I gotta give it to Latex. When it did cross over to Toonami, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm glad you picked it too, Dink, because it's one of those ones that should be included. And I think a lot of people, because of the style and because of that association to Cartoon Network, didn't give it a proper watch.
Like I
Especially-
love the art style,
Especially
and
season
even,
4 when they brought it back.
Like the whole story for it is really good, but like some of the episodes, they are mind fucks. They're
Just
like
really
some
well
of the
written.
episodes you should like they weren't for kids. Like I remember some episodes just like sticking with me and me watched them, you know, like 2 or 3
That's
years
why I
ago, and them
consider it
just
an
being like
anime.
super deep and stuff. But like I almost considered it kind of like the Tom and Jerry series of the shows that I watched too, because like there wasn't a lot of communication. It was like on site, we were fighting, someone's dying.
Well, that's because he didn't have time for talk. He was like, I'm trying to get back to the past. Like, I ain't got time for this.
The silent
Like-
hero epic.
Yeah, I loved that aspect about it. Like there were times where like I remember one episode he went on like a rant where he talked like super fast for like 30 seconds straight. And that was the most he talked in like the entire series.
Except for saying,
All
cool!
That's
That was 2.
Is that 3? Okay,
was
go
2.
The last
That was
one.
2. What's your last one?
Now my number 2 would have to be Hunter x Hunter.
Ooh.
The quintessential early anime arc right there, dude.
Alright, so... all right.
There's not really too much to say other than go watch it
Yeah,
and-
don't say too much. Just watch it.
and pace yourself, because you will be sad once you're done with it. But it has the replayability factor. Like you will go back and watch fights, and like you might even watch the whole series over and over again.
I know I have.
It's that good.
I've only watched
Yeah.
it like 17 times. Not that I'm proud.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like super amazing. It's not like character development is awesome, and
Yeah, it doesn't have the best character development in history. Let's not worry about that.
yeah, it's
Right,
definitely not.
characters
It doesn't
Awesome.
matter.
It's
They
super
was given hands.
awesome.
That's all that matters. They was given hands.
They were, dude.
I think
Lot
the
of
thing
hands.
that
Everybody had
got
a
me
target.
invested mostly about it was how quick they got into things. It was like you got, what was it, like 2 episodes of introduction, and then they were in some shit.
For sure.
And you were in the story the whole time. I felt like there was very little, if any, filter or filler in that.
Yeah,
you know?
it was very
just
little.
Story.
It was very little fillers. Yeah.
Good
all right,
choice.
So that's your top 5.
So that's 3.
That's his top 5. You
Well,
already-
he did 1, and then he did his first choice, which was only 1, and now he's got 3. So we'll have 1 more, but we'll do
No,
the
no,
last
No.
one.
He did
That's all?
no. That's
That
all.
was all of them.
Yeah, because we did the first
Okay.
the first 2. He did his first 2 in the first 2 rounds. Then this 3rd round, we went in.
Yeah, I did 1 and 5. Remember Cobalt? Because Brotherhood was
Oh,
5.
that's right. Yep.
And then I
Yeah.
just did 4, 3, and 2.
All right, so we're moving on to risky now.
All right, so we're doing all 3 this time.
Yeah, do your last 3.
Yep.
Okay, so number 3. No, not number 3. Number 4. So I did 1, 2, and 3 already. Number 4 would probably have to be Ronin Warriors.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ronin
Yeah.
Warrior.
Oh, that's a good one.
I I cannot
Yeah,
remember
dude.
that one. The name sounds real familiar, but I can't remember it.
Yeah,
I'd have
they
to
were-
see a
And the
picture
thing is, I remember
Yeah, they
watching
were
it, but
like-
it's vague. But I remember I enjoy it. I did enjoy it.
The
And
names,
they were like
the names like
they were
super
the ones
familiar.
inside like the suits of armor and stuff. They would like transform and fight and stuff like that. But it was almost like a animated version of what's it called? Power Rangers. Like an anime Power Rangers, pretty much.
Just throw
But,
this out there. Ronin Wars aired really early too. Like it even Ronin Wars predates Toonami even.
That's true.
That's how
I
awesome
didn't know it
the
was that
anime
far.
is.
I mean,
Yeah.
it did.
It was
It
first
was.
aired in
Yeah.
like 95, 96.
Yeah, it did hit Toonami, but like it definitely came out before.
Yeah. All right, can I?
Yeah,
can I hit
continue.
number 5 real
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah, continue.
Okay. So definitely, I don't know. I feel like I've already made peace with 2 and 3, but I feel like this one could definitely go a little bit higher, even though it's number 5. I know I'm saying it weird, but Bleach.
No, that's fine.
I
Nice
freaking
choice.
love Bleach.
Bleach,
Dude.
okay.
Like Bleach is such a well-made anime.
All right, you want me to be
That
real
one-
about Bleach? I love Bleach.
That one was my. I was torn between that and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, because Bleach, I got to give it to it, the action. Like, but I didn't want a full list of action, and like that's almost what I had.
I'm the thing is,
Yeah.
I did love Bleach. I really did. I wasn't really the biggest fan of the fillers though.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's that era of anime. They had a lot of fillers.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I didn't like the vamps one where the vampires and all that. I just wasn't about it.
Oh, the bounce.
But
Yeah,
the rest
the
of
bounce.
the was
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bounce. That's it.
All right. What's your
Bounce.
next? What's your number one?
Bounce,
Risky.
bounce.
My number 1, I'm gonna go and throw it out there. Ronin Kenshin.
Yeah.
Dude, like I'm always about Batosai the Manslayer. Like that's why I have swords. Is Batosai the Manslayer, dude. Like
But-
I love it.
Just like think about it. Like first of all, when you first watched it, you didn't register what they meant by the toe side of manslayer. You were like, that just sounds cool. Like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
that just
oh,
sounds
yeah.
cool. Like what? He's got a whole different name. What? That sounds cool. Like,
Like
I
it was,
respect
it was just, It was the coolest thing, man. Like the fights and everything. Like they were so heavy. Even the final fight before like it became like a lot of filler at the end.
yeah.
Ugh.
All right. All right. Is it my turn?
All right.
Yes, sir.
Wait, I think you got one more, don't you?
No, that was all of them.
Yep, that was fine.
All right, all right. I keep thinking there's more. I'm surprised you. There's one I'm gonna say that you're gonna be like, oh man, I can't believe I forgot about that.
Okay. All right. My turn. I already said 009. Cyber 009 is Ash Bell. Those are my 4 and 5. My number 3. Let me know if you remember this at all. Mare.
Why does that
Mare.
sound familiar?
Mare.
Like a horse,
No.
like mare,
Or
like
is
a
it
horse?
Mar? Mare or Mar? It's one of those. MAR?
I'm not sure.
Please tell
Yeah,
me.
I don't
I've
remember.
never heard of that.
What? Oh my god. When he had that he was a kid that got summoned to a different world. And he had gained that legendary weapon that had a face and that could talk.
Yeah, I just found it. Let me.
Sounds really cool, but not ringing any bells, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm looking at the picture.
You
honestly
might have
don't
just named a
remember that
gym.
one.
Yeah, I might have. It was on Toonami.
I'm looking at it right now. Okay. Yeah, no, totally did not watch that one.
The thing is,
I found one.
and the
I
thing
didn't
is, so
watch.
many
Oh my
people
God.
overlooked that one. This is why it's my number 3, and it's a hidden gem for me. So many people overlooked Mare, but it was so good, and it didn't have a long span of episodes, right? I think it maybe hit to about like 50 to 60 episodes, but that's all it needed. It got to the point. And the battles were epic, especially because like you had these different items that granted you different special abilities and different powers. Like I don't want to go into much detail, but you definitely should want to watch it. The battles were epic, especially when they was able to summon these giant beings called guardians. It was ridiculous. So definitely my number 3. I definitely think all of you guys should give it a shot. My number 2.
You're gonna have to send me that one so I can remember that.
Yeah, no problem.
I can look it up.
My number 2. I'm right along with Risky on this one, but it's my number 2, Rurouni Kenshin. That's all I have to say. Like we already talked about
Now,
Rurouni
part of
Kenshin.
my stupidity, but that is the one with the demon tournament, right?
No, that's my number 1. Yu Yu Hakusho, baby.
Okay.
That's my number 1. Number 1 is Yu Yu Hakusho.
I'm glad you hit Yu.
Yu Yu Hakusho. Number 1 all time. The battles
Which
were
one
epic.
was Rurouni Kenshin then?
Rurouni Kenshin was
I
really
know
good.
I watched
Samurai epic.
Yeah.
The guy with the reversed
Blade sword. Yeah.
I gotta see a picture. I know it. Like I know I've watched that one, but like I'm mixing it up.
But yeah, Yusuke and Hiei were my 2 favorite out of that group. I'm not gonna go much into detail, but them 2, I'm be honest with you, like the whole group was deadly. Like they was just nasty. Like and the whole show
my God.
was
Yes.
awesome.
you looked it up, huh? Yeah.
Oh my goodness! How did I forget about that?
Yeah, how'd you forget about Rurouni Kenshin, man?
All right, listen. We have a ton
Well,
of
not that
choices.
not that I
great
forgot about it.
anime.
How did I mix that up, dude? That's a golden one. Holy
Yeah.
crap! I haven't watched that in so long.
So, but what was I about to say?
The X on his face, it just that's what gave it away. It was just,
Yeah, no.
I remember this.
But yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho is number 1. It's something you could always continually watch and go over and over and over. And like, especially like the end, or like the middle arc towards the end arc, and you learn and like his Yu like all their character development was great.
Yeah, it had wonderful character development.
They had
Like,
wonderful character development.
Yeah, they had the tournament, dude. Like Latex already said, the tournament. Oh, dude, the tournament had the best freaking fights. Like I constantly rewatched the
Right?
Yusuke and Taguro fight.
Shoot, Yusuke's a girl.
It
I
was-
want to see Darkness of the. I want to see
What
Dragon of the Darkness
I really
Flames.
loved about that anime was the
Oh, yeah.
diversity of characters. That's really what made it for me in that series. Like, you know, each person that they brought forth, it was just like they had their own special thing.
Right.
And I love that.
Yeah. So that's my top 5. Shall we move on to?
I love it.
Yeah.
Good choice. Good choices from everyone, really.
Yeah, that one's one of my top 10 for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Mine too, for sure.
All right. You
Quite a few
Kobo.
top 10s. All right. What did I do? I had number 3 and number 2, or number 4 and number 2. Number 4 being Brotherhood,
Uh-huh.
and number 2 being Cowboy Bebop. Now, if I were gonna go number 1, I had like number 1's gonna swap between a dozen different ones. You know, it depends on my mood for the top 5.
Okay.
No,
And
there
I
can't be no
actually-
swap, Cobalt.
Oh, there can with all my top 5s because I have the same love for them. You know, I'm picking Trigun.
Try. Yeah, I give you that. That was.
Trigun
Good
yeah.
was
choice.
just a fun series to watch. It was funny. You had great action. You could pick up anywhere and enjoy it. And
I'll be
Yes.
honest with you, that one's
love
not in my top 10 though. That one is probably closer to 12.
Really? I would put that.
Just because that, yep.
I would put that in my top 10. For
Like I just
Toonami.
haven't. Like maybe if I rewatched it again, but like I just what I remember from it, I don't know. It was good, but like I would definitely like if I had to choose what I've already named over them.
Yeah, because you know what it is with
Or
Trigun. You know what it
watch
is
them,
about
watch them, I
Trigun
named
that I
first.
like. Trigun was like the reverse of character development. It was like he already had development, but we're learning about what happened to him. It's like what's the reverse of development, or when you're learning somebody's like they're just their backstory or whatever. I don't know how to explain it properly, but it was like the
Yeah,
opposite.
in terms of story, it had entertainment value for most of its time period, but you didn't really get into any major story until later on in the series. You had tidbits here and there that really kind of pointed that there was more to the story, but it was I think a lot of the series dealt with opening up the mysteries around the world that they existed in
Mhm.
and how it got that way and what part the main character played in that. And then once we got there, you had a you got some closure to the story. You
Yeah.
know, I picked it mainly because it's one that you didn't have to watch every episode to catch on to the story because it was just slow, entertaining episodes that dealt with different aspects of the human condition.
Sure.
So, I mean, so yeah, if you were looking for something to watch and enjoy, it's definitely one that I've rewatched dozens of times since the early 2000s. That would be my number one right now.
All right.
But it was a hard play for number one for the top three because my number three or number four, I mean, is going to be Ghost in the Shell, the series.
Okay.
The movie is one of my top 10 favorites of all time, or top movies of all time. Like, I love Ghost in the Shell, the original movie. It was fantastic. And the series had that same feel, asked really great questions that dealt with the technological age that we're in now, And it was, I liked that it told a more adult story than the standard anime. It dealt with a lot of real issues that you face. I mean, in terms of humanity, in terms of religious ideologies, things a lot of animes would have shied away from, it tackled to some degree.
Okay.
And my last one, will be Kogi Ice.
Oh wow, Lelouch.
Yep.
And what number
Now,
is that on your list?
if you're looking for story, Kogi Ice is the one you want.
That was
100%.
Is that number one?
that's got to be number 5.
No,
right?
that's actually my number 5.
But it's a good
that's
it's a
number
good
5,
choice. Like yes, the
That's a good
character
one.
the character
That's a good
development for
I haven't-
everybody was
Haven't watched
ridiculous.
it in about 10 years.
Yeah, that one's definitely a tearjerker at times.
Oh,
I freaking love that.
Tell
anime.
me about it. It's like, who do you trust? Do you trust this
Alright.
person? Do you throw this person under the bus? What about this person?
No, probably like 8 years. 7, something like that.
Been a
Alright.
while.
So we all so we would
Any of you guys have any honorable mentions?
honorable
You want to
mentions.
throw out there?
Oof.
Honorable mentions. God, what was that? I just had one in my head.
Everybody give one honorable mention. Just one. If you have one.
Oh, dude, I've got like 3.
You can
One second,
only
I'm
choose one.
I'm choosing 3. Fuck you. You can't tell me what to do.
I just did.
Damn it.
I have to remember the name. 1 second. My apologies.
All right, I'll give mine.
yeah.
Just
Yeah,
to
go
get it
ahead.
going.
Yeah.
That's fine.
All right. Blood Plus.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Yeah.
That's the one I was looking for. Beyond
And
Genesis.
Dead Man Wonderland.
Oh, Dead Man Wonderland. Oh, talk about a good
Alright,
show.
I got one.
What you got? What you got?
Bo 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 bo.
Bubble bo, bubble bo, bubble bo.
Oh.
All I'm saying is if you like comedy and you like action, that is what you need to go and look at. I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking when they made it, but it is all sorts of greatness. I'm not mad that they made it.
All right, I got mine.
What do you got?
Rave Master.
Really? All right.
Because like, don't get me wrong, it's definitely not my top 5, but honorable mention as in like, it's something that is worth watching because it had this weird storyline, but it was entertaining just for the fights. You know what I mean?
What is it?
Yeah.
Rave Master.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of Rave Master? Rave Master. All right.
It was one that flew under the radar, so
Yeah.
I could see that.
Have you ever? You've watched Fairy Tale, right?
Yeah, not all of it.
So Rave Master is Fairy Tale's predecessor.
Too big of a word.
Meaning it's the artist like genre or story that he created before he created Fairy Tale, or they created Fairy Tale.
I got you.
Because they actually have a little mini series where it was Rave Master Tom's Fairy Tale. But yeah, that's my honorable
Any
mention.
any other ones? Risky?
I really don't think I have anything else to throw in there. I mean, maybe like Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, shut up, Risky.
Really?
That's
Like-
good.
I mean, I'm surprised none of you mentioned like Outlaw Star, Kakashi, Samurai 7.
Wait,
you
which
know?
one was Outlaw Star? Was that the dude that walked the desert with the thingy? Like the...
I don't.
Oh wait,
Gun
I do
and
have.
mace.
I'm sorry, I do have one more honorable mention. I do.
Go ahead.
Tenchi Rio.
Oh yeah. That's been a while for that one. That was a good one.
Or no, Tenchi Muyo Rio.
Yeah, I
That's what
knew
it was.
I know
Yeah,
what you're talking
I could.
about.
Yeah,
I knew.
You know, we did it. Didn't Sword Art Online air on Toonami as well?
not in the
Later
golden
on?
age. Not in the golden age.
No, that was later on. You're right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my honorable mention. Tenchi Muyo Ryo-Oki.
I think we covered some fantastic animes today.
Yeah,
There's
that
even
was-
one I'm gonna have to watch now. I'm gonna have to check out that Mar one.
Yeah, let's not forget about the He-Man series.
All right, so
Hey, that's all I gotta add.
now that we covered our own top 5, we did honorable mention. What is the top 5 binge worthy between the 4 of us? Not 5, it's 4.
Rurouni Kenshin.
Definitely Rurouni Kenshin.
Fully Cooley. I'm siding with
No, you got no. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no. I agree
Fully
with
has
that.
to be number
No,
one,
no.
no matter what.
I don't say
like,
number 1.
That's my personal opinion. Number 1 is Fully Cooley on my list. All right.
Yeah, your list.
No
but
ifs, ands, or buts.
but
You
we're
can't
just
change
saying
my mind.
we're not saying which one is 1 to 5.
No,
so
these are ones that we all agree on.
Yeah.
And Fully Cooley,
I agree on Fully Cooley, but I'm not going to say
Yeah.
number 1. I'm gonna just say it's in the
I'm
top
just
5.
saying, like that's got to be in there for me in the top 5.
Yeah, no, it's in there.
Okay.
So all right, so we said Rurouni Kenshin, Fully Cooley. What's the next one? Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yes. Yes, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yu Yu Hakusho. It's an
Hunter
old school
Hunter.
anime that still stands up. Hunter x Hunter. All right.
Hunter x Hunter,
Hunter x
definitely.
Hunter is huge.
Hunter x Hunter. Now
So
we
that
just need one
means
more.
One more.
One more. All right. Full Metal.
Yeah, definitely give it to Full Metal.
I can't vote with that.
You can't?
Can't vote with Full Metal. All right.
Well, then it's not. It's got to be
with
a.
not with the other 4 in comparison with the other 4. No.
Yeah, yeah, he
Not
has
that,
a point.
Not the,
All
in
right.
that lineup. No.
All right, so what do we have right now? We have Rurouni Kenshin. We have Yu Yu Hakusho.
Fully Cooley.
Fully Cooley. What was the 4th one?
Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter x Hunter. Are we missing any?
I mean, we could go Kogi Ice.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Never mind. Yeah, that's top 5. I forgot about that one.
Like
Thank you,
Volvo.
Kobo. Huh?
I'm good with that.
Yeah. All right. So top 5: Rurouni Kenshin, Kogias or Kogias. I don't know how you properly pronounce it. Definitely Hunter x Hunter, Yu Yu Hakusho, and what was the last one?
Holy cooly.
Fully cool. Thank you.
FLCL.
Top 5. All right, I think we good. Yeah.
The first one on that series that I think they should watch though is
Is what?
I don't know, probably Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, no, the Hunter x Hunter will get you hooked, and then
If they're going for something that's lengthy and something that'll draw them in quick, Hunter x Hunter out of the list.
definitely Hunter x Hunter.
'Cause
Only
it's got it's plentiful.
or if you're looking for a secondary one that's going to draw you in quick, if not Hunter x Hunter, Rurouni Kenshin.
If you're looking for a shorter series, fully cooly.
Oh yeah,
I mean, it's only 6 episodes. They're hour-long episodes, though. But
they that long?
it's definitely short.
Well, yeah,
they're-
hour. I
they're
thought it was
around an
like
hour long.
they're an hour. I thought it was like 45 minutes.
I don't know. I think they're like 38, 39 minutes.
They could be. It's been a few years since I've seen it.
Okay.
Well, I think for them to have it on air for an hour, they would have to have it on
But
a
that's
timer like that.
yeah, that's including commercials.
Well, not only
so-
that, I always watch it back. Like I watched it back to back the last couple times I've watched it.
Yeah, I honestly
You know?
can't. It's been a minute since I watched it, but boy, that series.
All right, so I think we got it, boys.
It'll teach
So,
that life. That bird.
Fully Cooley, Rurouni Kenshin, Hunter x Hunter, Yu Yu Hakusho, and Code Geass. Which
All good choices. Yeah,
which most of these like you can find either online or you can find on Netflix right now.
that is a defining factor for each of them.
The only one you can find, the only one you definitely can't find on Netflix. No wait, no, Yu Yu Hakusho's on Hulu.
Oh, you'll find Yu Yu Hakusho. I mean, there's a couple different places that have already have it licensed because it's an older anime.
Yeah.
You know that's another anime that actually predates Toonami.
Wait, we put Yu Yu Hakusho in top 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna change my point of view then. Yu Yu Hakusho before Hunter x Hunter.
Really? Because
Oh,
Yu Yu
right,
Hakusho,
yeah.
I say, well, you was talking about if you want something that's going to be quick about it. Yu Yu Hakusho, the way it starts off, if you can't,
Well, how long is Yu Yu? What, it was like 40 episodes or something like that? I
No.
know it wasn't that long.
it's 112.
Was
Yeah, I
it
gonna
really?
say, it's a
Yeah.
Oh my
huge
god.
series.
Okay, I guess that's just one that you sit down and watch. But yeah, definitely that one before Hunter x Hunter then. Just because I don't know. If you really have a respect for anime, you are gonna love that because of how old it is and how beautiful the writing and the development is in it, man.
Right.
You're
I don't
getting
know.
Golden Age anime out of that too, because that's a 1992 to 1995
Yeah,
airing.
it's
date.
one of the ones. It's one of the staples. There's no no ifs ands or buts about that. That is definitely one of the.
But
staples.
that's definitely Golden Age. for
Dang,
Toonami.
I cannot believe it was that dude. That I guess were the episodes short then?
No, it was a regular
Yeah, they
runtime.
were relatively short.
Really?
What,
They
they
was-
were like 22
well,
minutes.
no, they were like 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's what it was then. That's why.
Oh yeah,
I thought it
no,
was so
they were
short.
20
I
minutes,
just
but it was
binge-watched the
it was a
crap out of
lot
it.
packed into the 20 minutes. Like you could get a good,
Oh yeah.
especially with Hiei,
It was a long.
because Hiei's
series,
fights were
though.
quick. Hiei will finish you off in like 5 minutes, maybe less. Like it is.
All right.
Yeah.
I gotta rewatch that one, man. It's been probably about 5 years since I watched any episodes of that.
So
Dude,
I remember
I watched Yu Yu
like 2 or
Hakusho
3
in
of the
98.
fights a while back.
all right, boys. I think we've come to we've hit our conclusion. So
Excuse me.
top 5, we already said it a couple times, so I'm not going to go ahead and say it again. But we already know what it is, and I think
Yeah,
I can agree
right
that
now you'll put like a thing on the screen that says the top 5.
I will. But I full wholly agree with our top
That's your
5.
sound effect for it.
What do you
whenever it comes
guys? What do you guys feel about the
Welcome.
top 5? Thank you, Dinky.
Well, I feel like we
Oh,
picked
it's
all
strong,
ones
dude.
that are binge worthy,
That
and
is
we point
a
out the
very
parts
strong
that we
top
thought
5.
were cringe worthy about it. So
Yeah.
I feel like we've done it.
All right, cool. So I think we've reached the final destination for this episode.
I
And
would
It was
agree.
Maybe
a
next
wonderful spot
time-
to end, dude.
so before
Maybe
we
next time we'll pick top 5 major disappointments in anime.
so we'll go to cringe.
Oh my god, I feel like he's gonna bring up Brotherhood again.
No, let's leave that alone. Let's leave that alone for now. So,
Right.
but to close out, do you guys want to say anything before we get out of here?
Let me know what that butt do in the comments.
Oh my goodness!
I would
Right.
like to add one thing.
Yes.
I would like to add one thing. There was tons of animes that we left out. If your favorite's not in there, understand that these are all personal favorites. Don't get us wrong. We loved a bunch of animes, and it was agonizing picking just 5.
Yeah, no, it was tough. It was tough for all of us. But
I mean,
we had to keep it relatively short.
Yeah.
So-
Absolutely.
But yes, I think we all chose very well. I think don't like we already told you, this is our opinion. So leave a message in the comments, write what you think we should have added, or what we didn't add, or what we left out. If one of your favorites were not mentioned, give us that favorite, or let us know about some anime maybe that's a gem to you that we don't even know about. Hit us with something, because I definitely hit the boys with Mar.
Yeah, leave it in the comments.
Or Mare. I definitely hit them with Mare. They was like, "What's Mare?" I was like, "Yeah, really."
dude, I gotta watch it, man.
So, I
And
definitely
maybe we gave y'all some gems that
For sure.
you guys ain't heard of.
definitely hope we did give you guys some gems. Like, we definitely went through a top tier list. So, but yeah, other than that, like I said, comment, subscribe, leave a message in the comments. If we hit an anime you like, say something about it. If we didn't, say something about it. It is what it is. Other than that,
And watch Fully Cooley.
yes, watch Fully Cooley. Other than that, this has been another episode of Binge or Cringe. Okay, and like I said earlier, I've been joined by Risky, I've been joined by Latex and Cobalt, and I'm your boy Ado Tone, and I just made it known. Later.